Happy Friday. Hi. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for waiting for me. I was kind of moving a little slow this morning, y'all. When you be off, child, listen. I was taking my sweet time. I ain't gonna lie. I was taking my sweet time this morning. Listen, it took me a minute to get up and do all the things I needed to do, and I'm here. So thank y'all for being here. Let's see what we got. Let's speak. And I don't have to rush my show, so I can pace myself. I love that because I hate when I have to rush. So I can pace myself, and we can act up a little bit this morning and get this tea out. Hold on, let me fix my watch. All right, let's get into the show. I see my top flights are in the building. Okay, there we go. I see my top flights are in the building. Hi. I see Truth is in the building. Hey, Truth, what's up? Tiffany's here. Thanks for being here. Those are my top flights. Thanks for being here. Deborah Banks. Hip Hop and Chill podcast is in the building. All right, is that your content creator? Let me know. Okay, I think she's a content creator. It sounds like a content creator name. So hi, thanks for being here. Bernadette Clemens is here. Good morning. Good morning. Adrian Wiley is here. Daisy Lewis is here. Good morning. Good morning. Who else we got? Let's keep scrolling. Felicia is here. Good morning. Good morning. Deborah Johnson is here. Good morning. Big Steak is in the building. Reed 6 is here. Good morning, Brown Eyes. Good morning, Shirley Terry. Good morning. Roberta on deck. I know that's right. I like your name. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Verdi Tulu Taylor's here. Pen Pal is in the building. Good morning. Good morning, Denise Slade. Good morning, Cassandra D. Good morning. Good morning, Betty Jonkin. Good morning. S.A. Rumpf is in the building. Good morning. D Nice, I see you. I see you say, yes, you're a content creator. Welcome. All right. Welcome. We love content creators over here. All right. You guys support Hip Hop and Chill podcast. She is a content creator. All right. Let's send some traffic over there. We love to support. Okay. Let's see. Sharon Swain is in the building. Good morning. Good morning. I think I said Denise Slade, but good morning again. Velma Sadler is here. Kim Jones is here. Good morning. Good morning, Sheila Washington. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yes, y'all go support. Hip Hop and Chill. I've seen that name over here quite a few times, and I appreciate her coming over here and supporting my channel. She could be anywhere. She could be doing her own videos, getting her own bag, but she'd be here supporting little old me. And I appreciate it. So I'm going to send some traffic over there. Y'all support her. Okay. Who else? Darlene Mungum, thanks for being here, love. It's Friday. How y'all feel? Somebody got paid today. Who got paid today? Put a one if y'all got paid. No, I ain't about to ask you for no money because we don't do that over here, okay? We don't ask for no money over here. But put a one in the chat if you got paid. Don't it feel good when you wake up and check your account and your shit be in the account, right? Your money get paid, you get paid and your money be there, right? It make you feel good. And it's about to be the weekend. We about to get out and do some shopping. I see the ones. Come on, ones. Okay. Yeah, somebody said two. It's okay. It's all right. Okay. It's still Friday. We're going to still make the best of it. We're going to still have a good time. Okay. Come on. Right. I got 3-day weekend. I'm off too. Okay. I love when I be off on a Friday. Okay. Because it kind of stretch your weekend out a little bit. But okay. Said you got profit share today. Okay. You better let them know. Come in here. Okay. Yes, honey. Let's see who else. I see Shaquanda. Hey, Shaquanda. I see Shaquanda. Velma Sadler said too. It's all right. So you are not little. So you are out here in these streets. I'll be in the streets now. Y'all know I'll be in these streets. All right. I'll be in all the streets. Baby, I got to get the tea, honey. I got to be out everywhere like the Lord, honey. Okay. Let's see. Thanks, Roberta O'Day. So I'm not little. I appreciate it, y'all. Listen, I just see myself as a content creator. I don't be trying to big myself up. I just come on here and do what I do. If you guys like it, I love it. Okay. I come on here and act the fool for you guys, and it's all for you. I promise. Do we speak to everybody? I think we did. I think we got to the end of the list. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the show because we got a great show for you guys. All right. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, I mean, don't take none of this shit serious. All right. But let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. We got some great topics. We're gonna read some asses today. We're gonna act a fool. So y'all like the blue? Y'all know I like colors. Okay, so yeah, I love colors. Y'all will see me pop out, child, with some bright stuff on. Just roll with it. I love colors. All right. Cassandra said she filed her income taxes and got that federal back already. Less than 2 weeks, okay, to get her direct deposit back and whatever. Okay, ain't mad at shit. Get your money. Get your money. And while we on topic, y'all, about get money, why Trump out here talking about he don't remember saying he gonna give the people $2,000? See, that's why his ass need to be impeached right there for just lying alone, right? I don't really give a hot damn about it, but at the end of the day, if you say you're going to give somebody something, like, you need to do it. Because you got people out here who are really, really looking for the 2K. So now he's saying, when did I say that? Did I say that? Bitch, yeah, you said that. That's why you need to be impeached, though, okay? For just that reason. We ain't even talking about the Epstein files yet, just for up in line, right? Just for up in line about it. Vernetta Evans says, good morning. Thanks for the great commentary. And what I like most about your respect in everyone's opinion. Yeah, y'all know that too. I love the fact that you guys can come over here, give your honest opinion. Nobody's gonna cuss you out. Nobody's gonna fly off on you. No, over here, I want you guys, as long as you're respectful, I don't mind. Over here, child, everybody over here, we're grown. As long as you don't disrespect nobody, y'all don't be fighting in the comments and stuff. Like, I don't really care. If you vote differently than what everybody else is voting, that's fine. Nobody's gonna call you out and be like, girl, yeah, nah. Okay, we fair over here. I love that. We're fair, and I want everybody to feel comfortable when you come over here and enjoy the show, right? So you retired 4 months. Roberto Dick said, I retired 4 months ago and no longer received that mid-month pay. Okay. Are you sad about that? You sad. Were you sad about it, girl? Retirement, that's where it's at. Okay, you can pour you a sip of wine and sit on your porch and people watch and do what the hell you want to do. You ain't got to, punch nobody clock and hear nobody in your damn business, Do what the hell you want to do. I can't wait till my ass retire. Yeah, he is a liar. Oh, Trump is a whole liar, child. That thing, he lied. I think he lying his sleep. He be snoring and lying. Yes, the hell he do. Hey, Eastern Washington, good morning. Said, honestly, Trump is less than 2 eagles. Child, okay. Y'all better preach in here. I speak there and said, no, not sad. Oh, okay. You sound a little sad in there. All right. I was like, let me check in with her. Okay, so let's get into the show. I think we spoke to everybody. I read a few comments. Let's get into it. All right, we got a birthdays. Do we have any birthdays today? Any birthdays today? If anybody got a birthday today, happy birthday. If you got an anniversary today, happy anniversary. Y'all know we love birthdays and anniversaries, okay? Let me know. Yeah, he be snoring and lying. You know he do. Snoring and damn lying in his sleep. All right, let's get into, since we talked about him, let's get into this politics. I usually don't like to do politics on Friday, but because we have some stuff that we really need to keep you guys aware of, we're going to talk about just a little bit, okay? So y'all, I hope y'all don't mind. We're going to get into the bullshit here in a minute, but let's get into this other stuff first, okay? They're still tearing off in her ass, honey, and I love that for her. Let's get into Pam Bondi getting her ass. She ain't having them back there anyway, but are they tearing off the rest of her ass cheeks that she thought she had back there? Let's get into a hot shout out to Revolt News, honey. They said, baby, you are the one of the worst attorney generals in our history, right? And Trump is the worst president. So you guys, I see why y'all are connected, right? Let's get into it though.
Attorney General Bondi, glad you finally made it here after hiding for 4 months from this committee. I understand why you're hiding from us.
Chairman?
You're one of the worst attorney generals in our history and an instrument of Donald Trump's lawless authoritarian agenda. And I'm glad the American people are seeing who you are, how you act, and the lack of good values. You weaponize the Department of Justice to target immigrants, working families, and anyone that Trump deems an enemy of the state, all to protect real powerful criminals, including in your administration. My Democratic colleagues have focused on your cover-up of the Epstein files and your passion for protecting pedophiles and child traffickers. That alone is grounds for impeachment. But there's so much more to your corrupt tenure as Attorney General. Attorney General Bondi, glad you finally...
Maybe he told her ass, didn't he? She tried to interject. He was like, pause. I'm not done. I love it, right? Pam Bondi, you need to be impeached. They're talking about trying to impeach her ass anyway. So I love that. I told you guys the other day there are 6 million files for the Epstein file that were supposed to be released. She only released 3 million, right? 6 million. She only released 3 million. And I told y'all, I feel like they're combing through the other 3 million to protect those that they don't want to be exposed. But coinkadinkly, you put the damn victims out there. There are children's pictures from the Epstein files that were released, right? So you mean to tell me an innocent child can be thrown out there for everybody to see, face and all, but Trump bullshit y'all protected? Find out you out here gargling balls over there in the White House in the Oral Office, because y'all know they renamed it after Clinton ass was in office. It was the Oval Office, but when his ass was up in there with Monica Lewinsky, they had to rename the damn office to the Oral Office. Did y'all know that? That's not a fun fact. Don't go write that shit down. What y'all think about that though? Okay, yeah, they had to change the name after after his ass was up in there blowing the saxophone. He was blowing the saxophone and getting blued, both at the same goddamn time. But let's get into this next piece, child, because I saw this. I said, "Oh, I know you lying, child." Child, using that blowing, blowing the saxophone, child. Monica Lewinsky down there getting her knees all dirty and scratched up, girl. Down in the oral office, Lord. Yes, he was. All right. And y'all know Clinton like black women too. I done told y'all he got a mixed child out here, allegedly. We're gonna have to talk about that because I'm still collecting evidence on that because somebody told me they actually know the boy's mama and whatnot. So I'm fraternizing. Well, not fraternizing. That's not a good word. I'm talking to because don't nobody else saying y'all know Caramel is gay out there. She fraternizing. So let me take that word out because y'all ain't be putting no shadow out. Y'all married over here, happily married. Okay, ain't no bitch up on me. But so I'm talking to the person. Okay. Via DM and getting my tea together. So when I talk about the shit, I can show, right? Because I like to show you guys receipts while I'm talking. But let's get into this. And let me say I'm fraternizing because people use chat. Caramel said she was over there fraternizing and shit. Girl, no. Okay. No, we do not carpet of the munch over here, bitch. No. But let's get into this though. Okay, according to Oversight Dems, because this right here is some hot tea. Prince Andrew, your ass is about to go to jail. Okay, so King Charles III, honey, as we already knew, stripped Prince Andrew of his titles and evicted him from the Royal Lodge. All right, so he's staying over there in the trailer park back there behind the mansion on the royal grounds. So they didn't put his ass in the trailer park back there. He ain't even Prince no more. They done took Prince and everything off his damn name. All right. So let's get into this because there's some shit that I found out, baby. I said, oh, this is tea. So we're gonna look at all the people who have had to step down because of their direct connections to Epstein. Okay. All right, let's get into it. So our investigation and public measure has brought significant consequences to those associated with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, who's currently in prison right now, serving a 20 to 25 year sentence for trafficking. Okay. Maxwell, who was domestically and abroad, says that our work is just getting started. Now, Prince Andrew, the prince, was stripped of his royal title and forced to move out of the residence or his residence. King Charles III has stated the British royal family would cooperate in a police investigation. So he's like, I don't give a hot damn if you are my brother. If you was messing with kids, bitch, I'm telling. That's what he's saying. And I agree. Thank you, Charles. All right. Thank you, Charles. Now, I don't like the way y'all treated Meghan and your other son, but this one right here, thank y'all. Now, Larry Summers, the former U.S. Secretary of Treasury, Summers stepped down from the board of AI over the connections to Epstein. So everybody that's connected to Epstein, they look like they're stepping down, but I feel like charges are coming as well. So thank y'all for making it easier by stepping down and admitting you're wrong in terms of your connections and probably illegal activities as well. He was also placed on leave from Harvard University. We already talked about Peter Mandelson, a former UK ambassador to the US. Mandelson lost his ambassadorship and resigned from the House of Lords, honey, due to his Epstein ties. Brad Cart, former law exec from the the former chairman of Paul Weiss, resigned after emails between him and Epstein were revealed. Damn, it's a lie. I'm about to read all this shit. Let's continue, child. So as you guys can see here, Larry Summers takes a leave at Harvard and resigns after his board seat after Epstein emails furor. Okay, so y'all can put a face with a name. All right, y'all see that? All right, UK fires the ambassador Peter Mandelson over his Epstein links. All right, notice it's all white men too. See, black people, we be about our business. We ain't got time to be doing no shit like this. Brad Cart resigns as chair of Paul Weiss after Epstein fallout. You look like a pedo too. George Mitchell resigns, and the institute considers name change after Epstein filed. So it's like, get out of here, and we changing the name. We don't want shit directly connected to you with your nasty self. Okay. Norwegian diplomat steps down after her Epstein ties in a widening scandal. So what you doing? Was you trafficking too? I'm gonna have to read up more on you. What is that? Slovakia PM's national security advisor resigns over Epstein. Damn, he was worldwide, won't he? Epstein was worldwide. This nigga's like everywhere. You know, got everybody fired from their job from being nasty. Damn. Longevity influencer Peter Attia steps down from protein bar brand after being named in the Epstein file. Everybody getting fired. Former Norway PM under corruption investigation over Epstein files. Y'all hear that? Damn. Former Whitney chief resigns from art school after Epstein emails were released. Damn files is getting everybody fired. All right. Former French minister resigns from Arab World Institute after Epstein correspondence revealed. Damn, what happened to his face? They worked the shit out of you. He looked tired, don't he? Oh, he was doing some serious trafficking. Look at his face. Epstein worked the hell out of you. Damn, you need some Botox. All right, let's move on. Dean Kamen on leave from first after review into Epstein involvement. Damn, all these white men. Y'all have shit else to do. And y'all are in very prominent positions to work because y'all had to step down. They were in very prominent positions and had to step down because of their ties to Epstein. And we already know what he's about, right? Damn, ain't that something? It was something else I saw. Hello. Because they were talking about Andrew also had his daughters involved in possibly trafficking his daughters with Epstein as well. Did y'all know that? I know this nasty bastard. No wonder the royal family don't want his ass nowhere around them. No wonder, right? I'm trying to move on. Here you go. This shit here. I'm gonna cover it. And Princess Eugene, what is it? Sarah Ferguson, too, you guys, was hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell. Let me go and pull this shit up. Hold up. And I'm trying to move on. But y'all know I get so excited when I'm talking about this Epstein stuff, y'all. And I've been digging and finding some like real good receipts on this. All right, hold on. Boom. Okay. Like, how do you have your kids involved in this? That is sick, right? This man is literally exchanging conversations, y'all. Go ahead. About dropping off his daughters to damn Epstein. I said, bitch, hold up. I wouldn't even want my kids around him. Hold on. Did I pass it? Hold on. I gotta keep going. This is crazy. Like, it's a lot of people going down. Let me find out. Sarah Ferguson ass gonna be here. Go boom. Let's take a look at this. Y'all gonna be gagging. There's a lot of people going down with these Epstein files. Now, Sarah Ferguson, girl. Let me find out you because I used to like Sarah Ferguson around the time that Princess Diana was still here because she was real good friends with Princess Diana. I was a huge fan of Princess Diana. But damn, let me find out. So the royal parents, honey, were offering their daughters to Epstein. Y'all see this? And this was exposed from the Epstein files. Y'all hear this? Princess Eugenie, child. Let me find out. So newly released emails from the Epstein files show something deeply disturbing just days after Jeffrey Epstein left jail for soliciting a child for prostitution. Sarah Ferguson brought her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, to his Palm Beach mansion for lunch. What? Let me find out. Now, it said that Epstein had served 12 months. He was reportedly still under house arrest, yet there is still in black and white. It said that what address shall we come to? This is what he's asking. Or Princess, Sarah Ferguson is asking, what address should we come to? Said it will be myself, Beatrice, and Eugenie, which are the two kids. Said that are we having lunch? They were said that the girls were 20 and 19 years old at the time. It goes on to say that this was not a random encounter. The email showed that Epstein paying for their flights, thousands of dollars. It said that first class for the Duchess Club for the daughters. It said that more asking and more taking. Now, around the same time, Ferguson was emailing Epstein in desperation. Said, I urgently need $20,000 for rent today. Girl, let me find out you broke. Said that I am wanting to work for you. What kind of work? Girl, said that when are you going to employ me? Because y'all know anybody who was working for Epstein, honey, they had to get on their knees. So royal experts say that the princess made Epstein look important. Said that one says that it's like offering up the daughters, simply put, that they were used to impress him. Woo, Lord. It goes on to say that Andrew also sent Epstein photos of his daughters in later emails. Why would you do that? Parents chasing money and favor from a convicted sex offender and using their own daughters as a social currency to do so. This is sad. Now, to take your teenage daughters to lunch with a man jailed for child prostitution, to let him bankroll their flights, to keep inviting him into royal circles, said it is hard to read without feeling disturbed. I know that's right. And for Beatrice and Eugenie, the humiliation is lasting. They're grown now, married with kids and all of that, but still to even have this attached to you, and they are named in the Epstein files. This is very sad. Said that they were dragged into a world they did not create, and their parents' greed has tied their names into it forever. Let's take a look at some of this stuff, because these are from the Epstein files. All right, y'all see that? From Jeffrey Epstein too. The name is redacted, of course. Said they're not sure yet, just waiting for Eugenie to come back from a shagging this weekend. From Jeffrey Epstein to Sarah Ferguson. So he's having conversations back and forth. Says, do you need a ride, girl? Or are you gonna come over here and ride? I added it. Says that so from Sarah Ferguson, she says, no, thank you. As I made Philip give us his card, not made, girl, and a backup one for the policeman. Says it, what address shall we come to? It will be myself, Beatrice, and Eugenie. Are we having lunch, child? So here she is with Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay. Damn, this is crazy, y'all. So she says she urgently needed $20,000 for her rent today. The landlord has threatened to go to the newspapers if I don't pay. Oh, child. Any brainwaves? Said it is getting more and more close. So she had to pay her rent. So she had to go in there and do some nasty things for some rent, sound like. Said that Andrew also sent Epstein photos of his daughters in later emails. They were 20 and 19 years old at the time. What do y'all think? This is some sick shit. The royals. No one of y'all didn't want Megan and her husband up over there, because y'all were doing some crazy shit. Y'all didn't want Megan to go out there and expose y'all asses. That's why y'all ran them up out of the royal palace up over there. Damn. All right, but let's get on into the show, child. All right, for y'all that's not paying child support out there, guess what? Your asses ain't gonna get to fly nowhere, because they're about to be taking passports. That's the new rule, the new law that they get ready to put in place. So the State Department is planning to revoke passports of parents who owe more than $100K in unpaid child support. Okay, y'all better get that child support paid. Y'all trying to take these flights and you trying to travel, you're gonna get held up, child. At the airport. Now, if you owe child support, said this is for you. The State Department is preparing to crack down on parents who owe major child support. According to the Hill, and shout out to the Shade Room on this one, individuals owing more than $100K in unpaid child support should be among the first targeted for passport revocation. However, those who enroll in a payment plan may be able to avoid losing their travel privileges. Okay, with all this shit going on, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to go outside the U.S. I feel like there's plenty of places you can go within the U.S. And not get stuck outside the U.S. on some BS. There's too much shit going on. I do not want to be outside the U.S. The way ICE is acting right now, trying to get rid of people who are citizens as well. Baby, no, I'm going to stay right here until they figure all this shit out. Now, under the 1996 Personal Responsibility and Work Opportunity Reconciliation Act. I'm sorry. The government is authorized to deny or revoke passports for parents who owe more than $2,500 in back child support through the payment denial program. Now, in the past, enforcement typically happened during passport renewals or when someone applied for consular services. So, in other words, if you owe back child support up to the tune of $100K, you can have your passports denied. That's for anyone, because we know women pay child support too if the male can get custody of the children. So that go for anybody who owe, mostly for males, because mostly it's during the time that guys who are behind on child support and they don't pay. And if you let it rack up to $100K, and it's easy to get that high, people are like, how the hell you get? Yes, it's easy to do that. If you're not paying anything, it will continuously keep adding up child support, especially if you're going through the courts, because there is a fee that is attached to said child support that you're supposed to pay. So if you get the white people in your business, you're gonna have to pay them too. A lot of people try to make arrangements outside of court to say, hey, you pay this every month, we ain't got to put the white people in it. But sometimes people don't follow that rule and you have to go through the courts, unfortunately. But if you owe child support, just pay it. Just pay it, okay? Just pay it. Let's get into this Cardi B news, because child, she got into it with Homeland Security and they were reading her ass down. I was like, damn, Homeland Security, y'all had to do Cardi like that? She's already crying on stage. Did y'all see the video? Y'all know she is on her her tour right now, and child, she got up there and got emotional like Carl Thomas on stage, thinking about all the shit she's going through with Stephon Diggs. Y'all know they just had a public breakup after this whole Super Bowl situation where he had all his hoes from different area codes at the damn Super Bowl sitting over there with his mom and them. So Cardi left. Y'all know she left the Super Bowl early and she was mad at his ass. So it says, if we're talking about drugs, let's talk about Epstein and friends drugging underage girls to R-word them. This is what Cardi had to say. All right. So let's get into this response, honey. Shout out to Revolt TV. Cardi B tweeted in response to Homeland Security stating, as long as she doesn't drug or rob our agent. Child. Ooh, they cutthroat, right? So Homeland Security responded to Cardi after she made a post over on Twitter. Says, as long as she doesn't drug or rob our agents, we'll consider that an improvement over her past behavior. Damn. So y'all know prior to Cardi getting on being this popular girl that she is, she was doing some street shit. She did admit to drugging and robbing men like in hotels. And yeah, she did admit to that. So they're not lying in that. She's a rough one, child. She's a rough one. So this is what she said. Cardi B says that if we're talking about drugs, let's talk about Epstein and friends drugging underage girls to R-word them. Says that why y'all don't want to talk about the Epstein files. Now that I agree, we everybody's trying to get all these damn Epstein files out because certain people are being protected. But hey, with Cardi speaking up, Homeland Security, honey, they clap back and they expose her for drugging men and robbing them as well. So sorry, Cardi. When you jump in, you gotta be prepared for the clapback. That's all I can say. You gotta be prepared for the clapback. So Homeland Security, they clap back on her ass. All right, so let's get into this Michelle Obama news, honey. Michelle is telling y'all, don't be moving in with these men so soon, honey, before marriage. Don't be doing that, okay? Because that could be a hot damn mess. Now, you know what? She's talking directly to me because I did do it. My husband and I, we did live together prior to marriage, and that's just what we chose to do. Because I always feel like you don't know a person fully until you live with them, right? So that's just a choice I chose to make. I grew up in the church, honey, Church of God in Christ, and I know that was totally against the rules and regulations of the church, but that was my decision, okay? That was my decision, and I enjoyed it, and I'm married today, okay? It is what it is. People do what they want to do, but typically, biblically, you should not live with a person prior to. But hey, let's get into it. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk.
Moving in, period. You know, if it's early in the relationship, you shouldn't be moving in. First of all, I don't care how much money he has or doesn't have. Like, you don't know him yet. Maybe this will be controversial, but I think you can have deep like at first sight, but love to me, in most instances, because there are always exceptions, it takes time to fully have somebody reveal themselves to you over time to know whether or not your affections and your feelings stand the test of time. There's so many tests you need in a relationship, but my recommendation is always take some time.
Yeah.
Make moving in like way down the line.
Yeah.
Moving in, period. You know, if it's early in the relationship, you shouldn't be moving in. First of all, I don't care how much money he has.
You're talking right though. You gotta put some time on that. You really have. You got some people out here, child, especially on these dating sites. You have to be careful because you have people who are not really looking for love. They're looking for somewhere to stay. To be honest with you, I'm just being 1,000 wild. We have a lot of people out here that are not looking for relationships. They're looking for stability. They're looking for a place to stay. They're looking to move in with a woman, or a woman looking to move in with a man to have a roof over their head and to have some stability. Okay, they're not looking for love. They pretend to love you. They pretend to be in a relationship, but they are comfortable. They are looking to be comfortable and have a roof over their head and a vehicle, honey, to get them from point A to point B. So you got to be careful. You definitely have to be careful. So she's speaking right. What do y'all think?
As or doesn't have. Like, you don't know him yet. Maybe this will be controversial, but I think you can have deep like at first sight, but love to me, in most instances, because there are always exceptions, it takes time to fully have somebody reveal themselves to you over time to know whether or not your affections and your feelings stand the test of time. There's so many tests you need in a relationship, but my recommendation is always take some time.
Yeah.
Make moving in like way down the line.
Yeah.
Moving in, period.
I agree. All of that. Okay, all of that. Take some time. Take some time. That go for anybody. If you're dating, take your time. If that person is worth it, they'll be around for the long haul. But if they're rushing you, and don't let nobody rush you into nothing. Take your time, pace your feelings, check this person out. Like nowadays, the way dating works, like damn, sometimes you got to do a background on a nigga just to see what he really on, right? Because you don't know. You don't know. He could be the nicest looking, could smell the best, dressed down, all of that, say all the right things to you, and be crazy, be batshit crazy. Be straight off first 48 out this bitch. You never know. So you really have to have some very good discernment. You got to pray about that thing. Be like, Lord, please show me who this person is. Like all of that. And do your background too while you're praying to the Lord. All right. Don't work the Lord that much, honey. You do some work too. And go out there and do your due diligence. Make sure his credit's straight, because you don't want to get somebody and you got to put everything in your name. They got to drive your car, drop you off to work. Like, who on that type of shit? It's 2026. Women, we are bosses out here. Okay. We bosses. We ain't got time for that. Get your shit together. I keep telling y'all, if the nigga ain't got a 5-year plan, let him go. I'm just living day to day. You know, I'm just trying to see what tomorrow talking about. If he on that, right? There's some people out there like that. I'm just trying to see what tomorrow is. I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. I don't know what I want to do 5 years from now. Well, I do know this. You ain't about to be over here. That's what I do know. Because guess what? We're not about to do. Okay? You need a man, not a dependent. That's the difference, right? There's a difference between having a significant other and a damn dependent. You don't want nobody moving in on you, but you got to take care of their ass. Like, girl, this is 2026. Baby, no. Okay, moving right along. Let's go check, because I ain't ready to holler yet. Let's get into this Jarvis butt shit. This is probably where I'm going to start hollering at. I already feel it. I feel it well enough. Hold on. Num yo ring yo. All right. Oh, girl. I had to release it because I know it's coming. Oh, I'm about to go off. I know I'm about to go off. I already know it. Satan used me right here. Okay, I'm gonna let Satan use me right here. All right, it's the only time you get to use me, Satan, right here, because I'm about to fly off on this nigga right here. Oh my God. Okay, he got some serious issues, and he needs to be under the jail. I'm saying he needs to be under the jail. So shout out to the Shade Room. I kind of touched on this yesterday when news dropped. Of course, yesterday he did take a plea deal. Okay, we're talking about Jarvis Butts. Let's get into this. I want to play the news portion of this. I told you guys when all of this shit first dropped that I was going to cover every single solitary thing as related to this case, and I am going to do that. This case hit very near and dear to my heart. When I saw this, I was just like, oh my God, this poor girl. She was not protected. And the people who were around her, who were supposed to protect her, she had a very bad life. Naziah Harris. We're talking about Naziah Harris. She grew up. Her mother was on drugs. She wound up getting through the system to where they put her in a home with her grandmother. Her mother was out on the street still. She never seemed to get herself together. But her grandmother was raising her in a home with other kids who were foster kids. Okay. Just to give you guys an update for those of you that don't know. In this home, her aunt Shannon lived in the same home with she and her grandmother, with Naziah and her grandmother. Now, Shannon was dating this guy, Jarvis Butts, who is a known pedo, who sought out women, who looked on social media sites for women. And he only dated women who had kids, preferably small kids, so that he can have his way with them. Now, he also was touched and some inappropriate things done to him when he was a young child by his mother's best friend, who was a female. Okay, so she R-worded him during the time I think he was like 11 or 12 years old, at which he then had his first child. He impregnated someone around that age as well, because that's when he first started being messed with. So it was like a cycle of abuse as related to what happened to Jarvis Butts, who grew up to be a pedophile, who we now see today in this news. So we're going to get into that. Naziah Harris was repeatedly I'm going to say R-worded because she was a child, 12 years old. She could not give consent to say, yes, I'm going to sleep with you. Yes, I'm going to do these things. She was doing some very nasty, very egregious things. We know that because different text messages from her phone that was taken from her phone, as well as from Jarvis Butts' phone, where he deleted a lot of messages. But y'all know how technology is, honey. They can go back and pull that stuff. I feel like the aunt knew about a lot of this stuff that was going on because it was in the same house. In the basement of their home is where Jarvis was coming. He wasn't even supposed to be around kids because he was a registered pedo. They're not even supposed to be around children, right? But the grandmother was allowing, and the aunt, Shannon, was allowing Jarvis to come over, and Jarvis would be downstairs. I showed you guys videos that I had where Jarvis would be standing back like watching the kids with that pedo look on him, right? So I blame the grandmother, who they also says slept with Jarvis as well. That whole house. Okay. There were cousins, and I showed you guys the video. One of the cousins says that she was R-worded as well, being around and touched by Shannon, which is the aunt. And Shannon has a twin sister. What's her name? Makita? I think that's her name. Yeah, the twin sisters. They're identical twin sisters who were said to be the pedos in the family as well. It was also said that their father was the first person who touched them. So this is a family cycle of pedo bullshit that's been going on, right? The grandmother. Okay, let me give y'all, we got to give y'all a history for those of you who haven't been following this, because I don't even know notes on this shit. That's just how much I know. All right, so the grandmother, once they found out that Naziah Harris got out of school that day, she got off the bus, she received a text message from Jarvis asking her to come to the shop, okay? Now, this is after conversation interaction from the two of them where she told him that she was pregnant, all right? He again started putting a plan into action, and like he panicked, of course, because like, oh my gosh, she's 12 years old, she's pregnant. You're dating the auntie, Shannon, all right, who was also feeling a certain type of way. I feel like Shannon knew there's some inappropriate situations were going on between Jarvis and Naziah, but she kept it quiet because she wanted her baby daddy around, right? So once Naziah got off the bus this particular day, Jarvis told her to come by the shop, which is where he was having sexual encounters with her, including his own biological daughter, who was the same age as Naziah, 1 or 2 years, give or take, at the time, right? Y'all following me? So that is when Naziah went missing. No one saw her after this particular day that she got off the bus. There is video from someone's doorbell camera of seeing her getting off the bus, and then she got into Jarvis's vehicle where he asked her to come to the shop, but he came to pick her up. No one saw her after that, okay? So it is believed that he did unalive her. There was some type of scuffle we did see around this lake or this river, the road, what is it, Rude River, I think I might be saying it wrong, there in Detroit, where it shows that there was some type of scuffle where her shoe was missing. Her shoe was there actually on the scene. There was some movement in the gravel where it looks like he may have roughed her up. Her hoodie was there. So it looked like she might have put up a fight. That's what it looked like to me from the pictures and things that I've seen. Shout out to 7 Mile Radio. You guys know I interviewed him here on my channel as well. 20-something thousand views. Oh my God, right? So shout out to him for because he's been following this case. He was actually on the scene. He was the one who found Naziah's shoe on the scene as well. Shout out to Roxy, who is the cousin of Naziah Harris, who I follow her as well. I've been having conversations over there as well. She's been keeping up with all of this stuff that's been going on. This case has been crazy. This happened back in January of 2024. We're in 2026. And when I tell you Jarvis Butts is just opening his mouth to say something. So let's go ahead and get into the news portion. I hope I caught you guys up. One thing that did piss me off though, which is why I said the grandmother before I play this, I feel the grandmother knew more about what was going on. I feel that the grandmother was giving Jarvis Butts time to get rid of this body. I feel the grandmother knew that she was pregnant, because what grandma don't know that you're pregnant? Mind you, Naziah was very much so into her pregnancy, around 3 months or so, okay? She was around, it was believed that she was around 3 months or so. So she had a little baby bump. You guys know when you're pregnant, your face, you can see it in your face. You have some swelling in the face. You start to have a little tummy, because she was a very, very small child, okay? Right? Grandma can tell you you're pregnant before you tell her. That's just how on it grandmas be, right? Grandmas know when you are being sexually active, because for one, Naziah hadn't had a cycle. So that means grandma got to buy your pads. Grandma ain't bought no pads in a few months. So that's an indication that there's something off, correct? Hello? You already know he's a pedo because he's a registered pedo. So why is he around her? Right? So I feel that the grandmother helped cover up, which makes her directly connected to this crime as well. She should get some time, because grandma didn't report Naziah missing until the next day, and she didn't even go to the police. She went to the school resource officer. Grandma took her ass home, took her motherfucking wig off. I'm sorry, y'all, because I gotta go there. Grandma took her wig off, put her gown on, got her musky, funky ass in the bed, and went the fuck to sleep. Knowing this baby was not in the house. You took account of all of your other children that you watch and made sure they were in the house. Naziah was not there. Do you know how much time it is from the time a child get off the bus to the time it's time for them to go to bed? And you ain't so much as picked up the phone to say, hello, my grandbaby didn't come in the door. Can I please get an officer to come over here because I need to report my granddaughter missing? 24 hours went by before grandma got her ass up, before Shannon got her plump, wide back ass up and went down to the police station or anywhere. You went to the school to talk to a resource officer to say my grandbaby didn't come home. They called the school. I mean, the police. The school called the police. Grandma still didn't call the police. You were biding time for Jarvis to get rid of her. I feel like they all had something to do, and that's just my opinion. I feel the grandmother, I feel Shannon, I feel Makita, which is the twin sister. I feel they all were involved, because why y'all running? Why y'all running? Shout out to CPS for taking Shannon kids. Right? Let's go ahead and play this. Yeah, grandma, you need to be in jail. Shannon need to be in jail. Makita need to be in jail. Right along with Jarvis. Because all of y'all are pedos, because y'all were touching cousins too, according to what we saw. Your own cousin came forward to say you touched her inappropriately. You were having birthday parties, inviting Jarvis, a known pedophile, to the house around children, who he paid a child to allow him to do sexual things to that child, and that child reported him, which did have CPS over there. And because grandma didn't want to lose her kids and fuck up her money, she lied and protected Jarvis. These are facts. I ain't even got to say allegedly. These are facts. That's been documented. But let's play this.
Jarvis Butts agreed to a sentence between 35 and 60 years in prison for the second-degree murder charge in the Naziah Harris case, but one of her biggest advocates says closure will only come once she knows what truly happened to her body.
I don't think the full relief will get there until we actually have her.
Investigators found the clothes and shoes Naziah was last seen wearing during a River Rouge search near 7 Mile in Berg shortly after she went missing back in January of 2024. However, they have still yet to find her body.
I'm happy that he is finally willing to able to tell where she is. I'm also very happy that the rest of the victims that he has victimized are also getting justice.
Butts pled guilty to sex crimes against 4 other minors, all younger than 13 when they happened. Jarvis Butts agreed to a sentence between 35 and 60 years in prison for the second-degree murder charge in the Naziah Harris case, but one of her biggest advocates says closure. Guilty to sex crimes against 4 other minors, all younger than 13 when they happened, one as young as 4 and one his own daughter. He agreed to serve 10 to 15 years for each of those charges, all at the same time he serves the sentence for what he did to Naziah.
We all want her to be found, not only myself, but as a community. We just wanted her to be found, and today we're closer to that.
And Butts' sentencing is scheduled a month away, March 12th at noon, right back here at the 3rd Circuit Courthouse, where we'll be waiting for an answer to what exactly happened to Naziah Harris's body. For now, reporting live in Detroit, I'm Jack Springate, guilty to sex.
That's Naziah. All right, so rapper Skilla Boy offers to cover funeral costs for 13-year-old Naziah Harris after authorities presumed her to be deceased. Okay, they still don't have her body. Her family cannot put her to rest and be at peace because Jarvis still have not given up where the fuck her body is. And I feel like I don't feel like they should have given him any type of plea deal until they had the body. Until he said her body is here and they went and got it. I don't give a fuck if it's a skeleton. It's been 2 years, over 2 years now. He knows exactly where she is. But I said this because I watch a lot of crime shows. Jarvis had 2 body shops where he worked on cars. Do you think he did something to her and just threw her in the fucking lake? No. When you're trying to get rid of evidence, because bodies float back to the top. I watch a lot of crime shows. Okay. Bodies float back to the top. Okay. Even if he put something on her body to weigh her body down, they had divers who combed that lake in the area that he said that he dumped her body. They never found her. This was when it was believed that she was in said lake. Now, he just told them when he accepted this plea deal that she was in Lake Rue, in Rue River. Did I say it right? I don't know. I keep mispronouncing. So they went back out there again, which I don't know what they were hoping to find, because I was looking up like, what's in this fucking river? Do they have alligators, crocodiles, whatever the case may be, snakes and things like that? Okay. After 2 years, I think it's safe to say you're not going to find anything, even if probably not even skeleton, right? At this time, I feel like, let me tell y'all what I feel like he did. I don't want to go too far. Just from crime scenes that I've seen, or crime shows that I've watched, rather, I feel like in my mind, maybe the spirits are telling me this, with him owning a shop where he fixed cars, he has access to certain types of equipment, correct? I feel like he may have dismembered her. I feel like he probably poured acid on her and got rid of her body, like completely, so that he would not be, because he didn't want to go back to jail. Mind you, he's been to jail for a pedo before. He didn't want to go back because he knew that unaliving her was going to be way more time than just the pedophilia that he was going to be charged with for finding out that this young girl who was 12 years old at the time was pregnant. I feel like maybe Shannon, allegedly, as well as her sister, helped with this, because as soon as all this came out about Naziah, the two of them got on the run. They left their children behind. And CPS stepped in and took her kids. So you said, fuck these kids. I'm going to save myself, Shannon. They changed their identities. These girls were like almost 300 pounds, and I don't know if they got on Ozempic or what. I don't know if they stopped eating or what, but these girls got down to barely 100 and something pounds. Okay, they were staying with niggas they met off the internet, hiding from police. Police and detectives were coming to that house to question them, and they didn't want to cooperate with the police. If this is your niece and you want them to find out what happened to her, why are you not cooperating? Why are you running? Why are you going on social media outlets looking for men that you don't even know and sleeping on mattresses on the floor when you got a bed at home with your children there? You had something to do with it, allegedly. That's your baby daddy. You didn't want to see him go to prison for the rest of his life and be away from your children and be away from you. Now let's talk about motives. Shannon, Annette, or Makita, or whatever the fuck your name is. Motive. Because Jarvis slept with both sisters. Jarvis slept with both twin sisters, but he had 5 kids with Shannon. Shannon was pregnant around the same time that Naziah was pregnant. Did y'all know that? So one would be jealous that your boyfriend is showing more affection to a 12-year-old over you as a grown-ass woman. Right? We're talking about motive. Why would Shannon want to help her boyfriend get rid of a 12-year-old that's supposed to be his niece or her niece? Let's talk about the text messages that Shannon talked about in a preliminary hearing that she saw in her phone that Naziah was texting Jarvis. Inappropriate text messages where they were flirting with each other and where Jarvis was telling her what he want to do to her, and that he, some of the stuff we can't say. Use your imagination. Motive. There's motive there that you would help him get rid of said person because you didn't want her carrying his baby in the first place. Even though he had children all over Detroit from other women he met on social media outlets. But Shannon, you were happy to be baby mama number 1. There were many women he was messing with, one of which he proposed to across town. He never gave Shannon a ring. Shannon was main chick. Main chick didn't get a ring, but side piece did. But you took your anger and vitriol out on your niece because she got knocked up by him when other women had babies by him as well. So why not go after them? But you went after your niece. Why is that? So that's why I feel like y'all didn't report it. You know why you didn't report it? Because y'all were getting rid of the fucking body. That's what I think. That's my opinion. You did not report it until after 24 hours because you needed time to get rid of her body. To one, protect your baby daddy. Two, to get rid of the crime scene. Because we all know a 12-year-old should not be pregnant, especially by grown men. And Shannon, by being your baby daddy, you didn't want questions coming back to you because you lived in the same house that this shit happened. Right? Oh my God. So again, thank you, Skilla Baby, for stepping up saying you want to pay for the funeral, but they don't have a body yet. They don't have a body yet. I would not have allowed him to give or to receive a plea deal without having the body. I just wouldn't.
In the Naziah Harris murder case has ruled there is probable cause for the defendant, Jarvis Butts, to head to trial.
We may never know what happened, but from what I heard today and over the last 4 or 5 days, it appears he intended to perform what he thought was a do-it-yourself abortion on Naziah and went south, and instead of seeking medical attention for her, he intentionally killed her and tried his best to cover it up. As much as I want her to be alive today, there is at least probable cause to show and believe that she is dead and that she was murdered by Jarvis Butts.
Pause. Y'all hear that? So it's something he did to her to where she needed medical attention. Shannon, you're a nurse. Even if you didn't call 911, Shannon, you're a nurse. Why do you jump in your training that you received, baby? Why you didn't jump in to save your niece? You didn't want her to be alive. You didn't want her to make it. I feel you probably stood there and watched the whole thing go down. You were not going to step in to save her. Shannon is a nurse. Shannon is a nurse. You stood by and watched this happen. You watched your niece who was pregnant suffer.
Defendant Jarvis Butts was accused of killing his girlfriend's 13-year-old niece after prosecutors say he learned that she was pregnant with his child. And of course, we're going to continue to update you on any new developments coming out of that case.
In the Naziah Harris.
All right, let's read. So a Detroit man accused of sexually assaulting and unaliving a 13-year-old Naziah Harris has pleaded guilty in the case. He should have been did that. I think everybody already knew he did it. Jarvis Butts agreed to a sentence of 35 to 60 years in prison for the second-degree unaliving charge related to Naziah, who went missing in January of 2024. Now, in an interview with CBS News Detroit, Naziah's cousin, Roxy, who you guys just saw on here, stated that the true closure for the family will come once they find out what truly happened to her body. I agree. I agree. Now, investigators found the clothes that Naziah was wearing when she was last seen during a search near 7 Mile Road and Berg shortly after she disappeared on January 9th of 2024. Now, as part of the court's conditions for the pleading guilty for Naziah's unaliving, Butts is required to provide a truthful statement about the location of her body. Additionally, Butts pleaded guilty to 5 other cases involving sexual assault of 4 different minors, one of which caught an STD, if you guys didn't know. That's facts as well, including one victim as young as 4 years old. The one that contracted the STD was 4, okay? And another being his own child. That's the one that I told you was around the same age as Naziah. He was also sleeping with her as well. And the mother was sending the daughter to the shop with Naziah while Jarvis was sleeping with the girls at the shop. That's why I said mama need to be locked up too. Said that he has agreed to serve 10 to 15 years for each of those charges concurrently with the sentence for the Harris case. What do y'all think about that? All right, so I got one more thing I need to show you guys because it's a document from our court for Jarvis Butts. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. I'll keep the trigger up until we finish this. All right, so State of Michigan 3rd Judicial Circuit Court, Criminal Division. Settlement offer, advice of rights, notice of acceptance. So this is for the plea deal. It looks like case number. It gives the case number, CTN number. The people of the state of Michigan versus defendant Jarvis Ramon Butts. People settlement offer. Nothing is checked off here. No charge reducted. Oh, yes, it is. No charge reducted. Charge reduction, okay? For charge reduction. So this is his plea deal paperwork here, okay? So let's keep going. Count 1, homicide, unaliving, second degree. PACC number 750.317. Attempt 750.92. Statutory maximum penalty, life. So it's checked off here. Says that the people agree to dismiss. Count 2, child sexually abusive activity. Count 3, criminal sexual conduct, first degree, person under 13, defendant 17 years of age or older. Count 4, criminal sexual conduct, second offense notice. Here is checked off, says withdraw notice to enhance sentence, habitual offender, fourth offense notice, mandatory 25-year sentence. Okay. Sentence agreement is checked off here. Terms and conditions. As to count 1, 35 years to 60 years, MDOC. No contact with Annette Harris, okay, which is the grandmother or family of Naziah Harris. Agree to provide truthful statement regarding the body of Naziah Harris. Any restitution, if applicable. Any other terms and conditions as set by the court. Costs and fees to run concurrent with case, and then it gives the case numbers here. Okay. Oh God, that's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5 case numbers. All right. So prosecuting attorney signs off here. P83688 is the number, signed off on 2/9 of 2026. Okay. All of this was announced on yesterday. So just days before, this is when this particular agreement was in place. Okay. It's signed off down here. Defense attorney, it gives his name, dated 2/12, which was yesterday. Defendant. Okay, and it signs off there. Jarvis Butts, as you guys can see here, that's his signature. Ooh, look at me. Ooh, God, Okay, what y'all think about that? So that is his paperwork from the courts, the agreement. Okay. All right. All right, let's continue on. Let's continue on while we're talking about court cases. Shout out to Young Dolph. I can't even tell you where I was when I heard the news about Young Dolph being unalived. That shit still makes me sad. I used to listen to his music, still do from time to time. Very sad the way this young man was pow down. He was a father, he was a businessman, all because of greed, all because of jealousy. They did not have to take him out like that. He did not want to, all because he didn't want to sign with another label, and they saw that as, I guess, you know, him, I guess, trying to think that he's better than them or whatever the case may be. He had his own label, PRE, as we all know. Shout out to Young Dolph. I am a fan of him. As you guys know, they're saying that Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, who is no longer here because he was pow down. It is said that Big Juke ordered the hit on Young Dolph, okay, to be unalived, but there is an update for that. So Young Dolph's unaliving suspect accepts a plea deal. Everybody doing plea deals, avoiding a trial after admitting Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, paid for the hit. All right. Let's go ahead and get into that. Shout out to Strictly for Trap Trunks. New court documents or details rather are sending shockwaves through the internet. Cornelia Smith confessed to the November 2021 unaliving of Memphis rapper Young Dolph while testifying against alleged accomplice Justin Johnson, who was sentenced to 35 years. Now, Smith told the courts that the pow-powing was a targeted hit and claimed that it was put out by Big Juke, which is Yo Gotti's brother. The late brother, like I said, of Yo Gotti, adding another explosive layer to a case that has already gripped the hip-hop world. The statements came during sworn testimony, but the conversation online is already heating up as fans react to what this could mean for the long-running Memphis tension, which I was reading this morning that Yo Gotti has now gone and bulletproofed all of his vehicles because he has a hit on, well, I don't want to say hit, but people are after him, so to speak. He's already had one of his vehicles, according to one of his ex-bodyguards who did an interview that I was watching this morning. They said his car got sprayed. Y'all know what that means. Okay, I'm trying to not do too much, but someone powed up Yo Gotti's car, so he has now gone and had his vehicles done to where they are bulletproof so that so nobody don't get him, right? But let's go ahead and get into this. This is so sad. I really hate this street shit. This boy was a young man. He was very much so up and coming. His music was very much so viral and doing well. He was on tour. He was taking care of his family and several other people. He had businesses. He had homes and all these things that he had grown to get during the time of his career. He was doing very well, but because he turned down signing with Yo Gotti's label, they saw that as, I guess, you know, him giving them their ass to kiss, and they targeted this young man. Now, yes, Dolph did do a few songs where, you know, a little rap rival. Y'all know that's going to always be that. But they took it very seriously. They tried it in his life in California, where they sprayed up his Sprinter van. You guys remember that. Then he turned around and made 100 Shots, the song, and they saw that as, you know, a retaliation type of thing. And it just kind of started escalating from there, at which y'all remember Dolph was at Makita's cookie shop in Memphis, Tennessee, when the guys rolled up on him once he got into the cookie shop, and they powed up the shop and they unalived Dolph. Okay. So everyone remembers that. I covered that. Y'all can go back and look at the videos on that, or just Google it. It's there. But let's get into this update.
Smith is present.
Good morning, Judge, or afternoon now, is where we're at, I think. But if Your Honor, please, on Mr. Smith, I can tell the court this. We are not going to be going to trial. We'll be disposing of this on a plea. There are a couple of details that need to be sharpened up. And once we have that done, we will be ready to proceed forward in court. But we do need some additional time to take care of those details.
All right. Anything you need to add to that, Mr. Harden? Mr. Smith, I'm sure your attorney has explained that to you.
Shout out to Young Dolph, okay? Shout out to Young Dolph. My thing is this, when the street guys put a hit out on someone, if they want to get you, they're going to get you. You can bulletproof. And I'm not saying I hope they get him, but I'm saying, you know, if you're putting out hits on people and you're involved in people's lives being taken, they also have fans and people who ride for them that they see that they're not going to let that go. People are still upset about Young Dolph's death, and they are looking to retaliate. So, I mean, even if you do go and bulletproof all of your vehicles, you still got to get out the car at some point, right? At some point you got to get out the car, and them boys gonna roll up on you. They're gonna get you at some point. You're gonna get caught slipping at some point, just like Dolph did. He didn't think going to a fucking cookie shop to go get his favorite cookies that day that was going to be his life ending. He was in Memphis to do a turkey drive, if you guys remember, to give out free turkeys as he does every year. He wasn't thinking about it. Now, I did say that I felt that it was crazy knowing that you have beef with these niggas, and then you in the same city that these niggas can roll up on you. They were already spotting you at the gas station. Y'all saw the video for that. And they put their plan into action once they saw him. I mean, he was in a very flashy car, which everyone knew that was his car. And when they saw him, they took that opportunity to take that hit because it was paid. And that's the way it is. If someone puts a paid hit on your life, they don't stop until they take you out. So if someone's after Yo Gotti, it doesn't matter if his cars are bulletproof, they're going to get him. So that's going to be another black man's life lost over street beef. And it's sad. This shit needs to stop. This shit needs to stop. I'm not a huge fan of Yo Gotti, but I don't want to see the man lose his life, right? But it's just inevitable whenever you set someone else's life to be taken, then, you know, it just kind of, it's like a boomerang effect. It comes back on you. So prayers up. That's all I can say. I've seen this shit before, and that's why I don't fuck with niggas from the streets no more, because baby, that's dangerous. Nobody got time for that, right? Because when they can't get you, they start getting family members, and who got time for that, right? Thank you so much. Let's go back and let's acknowledge this super sticker. Thank you so much. Let's take this trigger down. I don't need it no more. All right, trigger it down. All right, let's get back so I can acknowledge this super sticker. Darlene Chestnut says it. Thanks for sharing and have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker, ma'am. We appreciate you, okay? Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day as well. Let's continue on. As you guys know, I did kind of stretch my show just slightly because I'm off today. So y'all got a little more time with me. For those of you that have to fall off, and I know you guys have work and things to do, it's okay. All right. But let's continue on for those of you that are still riding with me. Shout out to the 352 watching. All right, so we talked about already this lady who was squatting in a mansion. There's an update, child, because they done got her ass up out of there. So $2.3 million Bethesda mansion squatter Tamika Good and Corey Paul are finally evicted after 9 months chaos. This is updated. So after 9 months standoff, the $2.3 million Bethesda mansion finally cleared out, with squatters Tamika Good and Corey Pollard being removed from the property in the middle of the night. Ooh, and it's cold too. I know they were cold. Now, moving trucks hauled out couches, mattresses, trash, and a piano, and even a Pac-Man machine as deputies and security crews secured the home. Now, Good, a self-described pro se litigation coach, ran a small social media business from the mansion, but isn't a licensed attorney. Child. Now, Good had just returned from a 12-day jail sentence for re-entering the house and was arrested again after getting into an argument with movers during the cleanup. Now, the case has sparked a statewide debate over Maryland squatters' laws, public safety, and property rights, especially after reports that a juvenile may have been living there alone while Good served a brief jail sentence. Now, said that neighbors are pushing for lawmakers in Annapolis to tighten squatter rules, as they should, okay? Because we have a lot of people out here squatting, just taking over people's houses and claiming them as their own. Well, let's get into this.
On Wednesday, nearly a dozen Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies, an army of laborers, and a vacant property security company cleared a $2.3 million Bethesda mansion occupied by squatters since summer.
Wow.
So we will put everything out then if you're saying something wrong here. Okay. A back door or the deck? I guess that's where they added that in because it's broke. Like that door is completely broke. The screen door is cut. So I assume that's how they originally got this home.
So we're here at the house. The bank said we're not allowed inside, but what we do see is tons of stuff. Everything from a couch to a piano, even a Pac-Man machine.
Item by item, workers carried out hundreds of pieces of furniture and trash left inside the now vacant house that was occupied by Tamika Good and Corey Pollard.
Damn, they moved in, didn't they? Look at all that stuff.
For more than 9 months.
Oh my goodness.
Hours before, on Tuesday night, just before 9:30, Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies moved in to arrest Good once again after previously being convicted and out on appeal for burglary and trespassing charges.
I get why they did it at night, because they knew she would be there. Everybody's gonna be there. Everybody's gonna be sleeping comfortable. That's usually how they do it. If they got a warrant or something like that, they come and kick your damn door in or come and serve that in the middle of the night because they know you there resting. You ain't gonna be putting up a fight because you're gonna be on this shit waking up with your eyes, But so they came in the middle of the night. Damn, that's a lot of stuff for you to be staying somewhere you're not supposed to be, right? I would think like a bag or two, but damn, they got popcorn maker and all couches and all this. Damn.
Good arrived at Montgomery County Detention Processing Center just before midnight. Meanwhile, moving trucks came and went throughout the evening. By 4 a.m., the last vehicle left, and neighbors say a juvenile was placed in a car.
Unfortunately, there are loopholes in the system that people do take advantage of. But loopholes are loopholes. So, I mean, she did follow what she was, the order of events that she needed to follow in order to take residency within that household.
Good's attorney, Alex Webster, was pressed less than 24 hours about squatting laws before his client's eviction.
Do you think the laws need to change?
I don't think they need to change, but yes, it's definitely an issue that probably needs to be looked at a little bit more.
While the multi-million-dollar home is now secure, we will continue to follow closely Chin's journey. Hours before, on Tuesday night.
If they got in there before, they can get in there again. I mean, you can change the locks, you can fix this. If they cut the screen on the back door and then broke the damn lock on there to get in, they can do it again. They're just gonna go somewhere else if they're not arrested again, right? Like, damn, that's a lot of stuff though. So shout out to ATL Black Star for that, child. That's the update on that because we just talked about it the other day. All right, let's get into this Stefan Diggs and the Stefan Diggs news, because y'all know he has an upcoming case. Y'all remember they moved it to after the Super Bowl where his chef, where it was said that he angulated her, right? So let's get into that because child, he got to go to court. He might be looking at some jail time. See, he out here choking bitches. So let's get into it. So Stefan Diggs, honey, changed his attorneys one day before his arraignment hearing as his former personal chef sues him for angulation and assault. Okay. Now, according to TMZ, Stefan Diggs is switching teams the day before his arraignment on charges stemming from his alleged assault on his personal shelf. The NFL star has hired a new attorney to help him with his legal battle. Said that how this affects the arraignment hearing in the case remains to be seen, as it's still scheduled for Friday morning in Massachusetts. Okay, now it says, as you know, Diggs was charged with a felony strangulation or suffocation, child. Okay, and misdemeanor assault and battery charges in December of 2025. That was just a few months ago, right? And Cardi was taken up for his ass and everything, trying to tell the chef lady to drop the cases and drop the charges and all that, and trying to say, I didn't see this and da da da. You know, Cardi was really capping for Stefan. That's when they were in a good place. But now she probably like, fuck that. That's your case. I don't care no more. All right. So he's got new attorneys to kind of help him with this case, and he is definitely headed towards court. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? It said he was sleeping with her too. So yeah, he was sleeping with the chef, and then things went left, and they he put his hands around her neck. He got a little aggressive with her, according to the case. All right, I won't there, but that's what it says. Let's get into this update. So now that Cardi B and Stefan Diggs are no longer together, Offset has tried to shoot his shot, child, at Cardi B. Now, I feel like I told you guys, the girl Pre, I feel like he sent Pre to the Super Bowl or sent Pre around Stefan Diggs in an effort to help break up the relationship, because he did not like the fact that Stefan Diggs and Cardi were together. Y'all remember the whole video where it was shown where Offset was with this side piece that is with everybody in Hollywood, okay? This white girl that videoed him saying that if and when he sees Stefan Diggs, he gonna pow him in the kneecaps to end his career. So he didn't like that. Excuse me, y'all. He didn't like that Cardi and Stefan were together. But Offset says on Twitter, as you guys can see here, he's saying to Cardi, come back to daddy, I'm the realest. And would accept your apology. So he's begging Cardi to come back to him and saying that he would accept all of her apology. Bitch, I'm not apologizing to you when you cheated the entire marriage. Really? Now, yes, she did have a baby while she was with Stefan Diggs during their marriage. They are still married. They're not divorced as of yet. But Offset wants Cardi back, but she, of course, has not responded. Again, I did tell you guys that she is on tour. During her most recent show, she was seen on stage where she broke down and got emotional, where she was crying. She said, I don't usually do this. I don't usually put people in my business. She said, but this shit is really emotional. She said that on stage, and she was crying as they put her on this like little thing, this little seat thing that they with the wings on it. You guys may have seen it where they were getting ready to take her up into the air to go into her next song. She was sitting on there crying. So maybe she just like thinking about all these things that happened. She was really, I think, had started to fall in love with Stefan Diggs, and he just could not stop seeing other women. And I feel like Offset was behind the scenes, like throwing daggers and doing things in order to cause problems in her relationship with Stefan Diggs, because he didn't want to see her move on and be happy. And it really bothered him to see her have that baby, because it was said that if and when they go to court, he was going to try to ask the judge for like half of her earnings because she stepped out and had a baby on him. But then someone else was telling me that he also had a baby on Cardi as well. So you ain't getting shit, I don't think. But this is what Offset just said on Twitter to Cardi. You guys can see there, this is page Offset official, his blue check mark there. Said that come back to daddy, I'm the realest. Would you accept? I would accept your apologies, LOL. So he is begging her to come back. She has not responded. I don't think she will go back because she knows what he is about. I think he's done too much. He's gone too far. The two of them have, she has a restraining order already on him to where he's not even supposed to be speaking to her, speaking about her. He's not supposed to be within so many feet of her. So maybe he sat back and thought about it. I did see a recent interview too where Offset did say that Cardi B was a good woman, and that when he first met her, that's one of the things that made him fall for her, is the fact that she is a good woman and that she is a good mom. So he's speaking highly of her, when they first broke up, he was talking all types of shit about her. So it sounded like he's trying to win her back, but I hope she doesn't go back, because he's trash. The nigga is broke. Usually when a nigga done ran through their money, they broke. He done ran through a legion of hoes. Now you want to come back? And no. Cardi, keep moving, baby. All right. Even if you don't be back with Stefan, there are other people out there you can be with besides this trash on my screen. Do not go back to him. Do not. Abort mission, girl. No. Okay. Said Cardi took the baby with her. Yeah, the baby is on tour. I did see she was feeding the baby backstage. I did see that. All right. So I was going to do this Married to Medicine one, but I know I'm going to have to edit it. So I'm going to can that, because they be tripping with that one. But we're gonna get into this new update with Simone and Heavenly Child, because they still fighting online. I said, child, y'all need to grow up. Simone has made it very much so clear she does not support Heavenly on her congressional run. The two are going at it, child. So I told you guys yesterday on my pop-in about Heavenly making a statement and Dr. Simone responding. Dr. Simone still going. So let's get into the update on that. Shout out to the Bravo Shade Room. We're almost done, you guys. Y'all hanging there. So Heavenly says, yes, I did reality TV and I was golden at it, but this is personal. I'm a professional. I showed up, stood in my truth, and built something powerful. Now my community needs me. And the same bold, smart, fearless woman that you saw before will be golden in Congress too. Hashtag Dr. Heavenly for Georgia. So Dr. Simone then came and responded to Heavenly's post by saying, your community is not interested in a fool. Damn. Says it never has been, never will be. They are better than you aspire to be. She also goes on to say, Dr. Heavenly also goes on to say at Penelope Pena, actually, it's disappointing that a fool who clowns on social media is thinking that she can bring the same foolery to Congress. Enough is enough, and we can't add to it. All right. So Simone is being very loud and proud of the fact that she is not supporting Heavenly on her run for Congress. The two of them are not in a good space, but I did see that Simone and Dr. Jackie, they are following each other again. So it seems that they may have mended their friendship after unfollowing each other a couple days or so ago. And I feel like because Heavenly has inserted herself in the middle of their friendship, not to say that you can't be friends with multiple people, but Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie have been friends well over 20-something years, and Heavenly has then wedged herself in between, and Simone doesn't like that because now Jackie is starting to act different. She is not taking up for Simone like she used to now that Heavenly is in the picture, and now Simone is clapping back and lashing out at Heavenly. So what do y'all think about that? It's a mess, right? I hope they figure it out. But let's get into this Tammy Roman interview where she talks about Basketball Wives ending. Y'all know Tammy's gonna always keep it 1,000. I like Tammy, okay? Y'all can never make me hate Tammy, okay? Tammy will put them hands on you too if you push her. Oh my God, she's a riot. I have loved her since the Real World. I have loved Tammy Roman since the Real World. Okay, she is something else. But shout out to 937 The Beat. Let's get into this interview where it says Tammy Roman, honey, stars in an exclusive produced and new Lifetime movie. I might watch it. Double Trouble is what the movie is called on Lifetime coming up. It says, but we are first introduced to her on reality TV. They said that with the cancellation of Basketball Wives, will she ever return to a reality show? Let's get into this, okay?
But do you miss, because we got the news that, you know, Basketball Wives is ending.
Yeah.
Do you miss that genre of reality TV?
Ashley with 2 E's. Considering that, you know, everybody's like Basketball Wives got canceled. And for me, Basketball Wives got canceled the day I walked off that set. So I haven't thought about it since then. You know what I mean? But I don't miss that type of reality ensemble type energy where you're following the lives so closely of a set amount of people. I don't miss it because I feel like I've opened my entire life up since I was 23 years old. People have just been watching my life. What I love ensemble oriented are the competition shows like the Traders and, you know, things like that, where it's just, we show up, you know, we playing a game, you know what I'm saying? And then I can go on about my business and keep my private life private.
Yes.
Because I've learned to value it more.
But do you miss, because we got the news that, you know.
I like that little outfit she got on. That's cute. So yeah, she said, hey, Basketball Wives pretty much ended when I left. I'll be honest with you, yeah, because I did love her on the show, right? Tammy got everybody together. She even got Shawnee's ass together a couple times too, but yeah, Tammy is good TV. And the one person that I feel never really tried her like that, she thought she was gonna try her, was Evelyn Lozada, baby. She put Evelyn Lozada in her place completely, because y'all know Evelyn was the Basketball Wives bully until Tammy touched down, right? Tammy let the girls know, don't do it, honey. When she walked up in that little shoe store that Evelyn had, and she let her ass know, bitch, you better not be putting them t-shirts out there. Y'all remember Evelyn's gonna put those t-shirts out there after it was told that Evelyn had slept with Kenny Anderson, which is Tammy's ex-husband, ex-basketball player or whatever, and father of her kids. Y'all know Evelyn's been with everybody. And then she tried to tell Tammy she was a non-motherfucking factor, and Tammy got on her ass and tore her ass up when they were in that restaurant. Y'all remember that scene? But yeah, honey, Tammy was that girl on the show. Y'all cannot deny that. But she is on to bigger and better things. I said that Tammy is one of the ones from the show that really kind of took off once she left the show, and she walked away from the show at the reunion. Y'all remember? She's like, I don't need this shit. I'm Tammy motherfucking Roman out here. And Tammy has gone to do bigger things. She's on what's the show where they be over there cheating and shit? She's on that show. Now she's doing movies. She's everywhere. So Tammy is doing really good. She's getting a coin. While the other girls are sitting on ice, waiting to see what their next thing is. Jennifer Williams is over there, child, waiting to see when her now husband is gonna have to dig in her pockets again for another fraudulent case that his ass stay in. Royce is doing some big things. Shout out to Royce. Royce has her dance company that's doing really well, among some other things she's doing. I don't really hear about the other girls. I ain't heard shit about Malaysia. Okay, the last thing I heard about Malaysia was that she was pregnant from Jamal Bryant. And she wound up losing that baby, and he put her out of the house, and she was homeless a little bit. I ain't heard nothing else, though. The other girls, I ain't heard shit about y'all. But Tammy's out here doing her big one. So shout out to Tammy. Love her down, right? Moving on, honey. All right, let's get into Claudia Jordan, honey, talking about how Trump was trying to holler at her. Right, Caught in the Act. I love that show. Me and my husband, we watch it. Tammy be doing the most over there on Caught in the Act. I love it, girl. Oh, my God. So let's get into this next topic, honey. Shout out to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Housewives from Housewives. So Claudia Jordan talks about how Trump started pushing up on her, and it was giving really weird vibes. Y'all know we've been talking about this whole Epstein thing. Trump's name was mentioned 38,000 times, or was it 68,000? Something like that in the Epstein files. And now Claudia Jordan is speaking out about her interaction with Trump that was very inappropriate and very uncomfortable for her as well. Let's get into that.
So I'm going to give you the floor because this is like, I feel like we in the Twilight Zone. I don't know exactly what's going on, although I do. But could you please put some context to this? Let us know what your thoughts are about him sending this out.
Donald J. Trump has been obsessed with me since he first laid eyes on me when he came to the set of Deal or No Deal to promote Celebrity Apprentice Season 1. And he got a look at me and got his guy Keith to get my phone number and tried for 2 years to get me on Celebrity Apprentice. And he did. He used to be my friend back in the day before he turned and changed political parties, changed his stances on everything. He used to be a fan of Barack Obama and John McCain. That was his good friend. And you see he turned on them. So this picture was taken in 2004, 2005 in LA. We were in on stage. I was a judge. It was either Miss USA or Miss Universe pageant. So I was asked to be a judge in the pageant. So we took that photo after the pageant. It's not any personal time. It's not me hanging out with him. He's not my boo. There was never anything.
But did anybody ask Claudia this, though? I'm trying to figure out why she's bringing this out. I know the Epstein files are out. They're talking about Trump, but are you really trying to clout chase on this situation? Or I'm trying to figure out what is the motive of her talking about it. And I like you, Claudia, but it's the timing for me, right? It's the timing for me. You had this information a long time ago. Why we didn't hear about this before, and we're hearing about it now that they're on Trump's ass with these damn files?
Romantic with us, although he definitely did try for many, many, many years. Okay. But people say the point of his post was, I'm not a racist, basically. Look at all my black friends. Let me tell you about those pictures. The picture with him and I was from 21 years ago. You had to go back 30 years to find 10 black people to be in your weak ass slideshow to show all the black people you knew. The only person left in your, in your little black book is Tim Scott with his big old gums and his coonery, and greasy ass chicken man Herschel Walker.
So I'm going to give you the floor because this is I feel like we in the Twilight Zone.
Damn, did she read them down or what? Okay, Omarosa's bald-headed edges having ass was on there as well. I saw. Y'all know Omarosa was kissing Trump's ass like something crazy. Okay, we don't really hear from Omarosa anymore either. So what do y'all think about Claudia? Y'all feel like it's the time, and y'all feel like she's trying to clout chase by talking about this story with Trump? I think I heard a while back that Trump was trying to hit on her or try to touch her in some type of weird way or some shit like that. I don't know. But let's get into this next topic, child. So it looks like the girls were outside for some type of little maybe Valentine's Day get up or something. All right, with Portia. So as Portia says, my fabulous friend and planner gave all of her good girlfriends the most amazing Valentine's Day event. So they had a Valentine's Day event. Said, oh my God, just breathtaking and such a great way to show love to the sisterhood. So let's look at these pictures. They all dressed in red. They're looking good. All right, Portia's out here giving body and whatever. That's a cute bear. All right, let's get into some pictures that Portia has shared. Let's see. No sound? Yeah, okay, girl. Okay. That's a cute little outfit. Okay. Cute. There's Cynthia. There's Portia. I don't know who that is. Okay. There's Portia's sister. They look so much alike, don't they? They look so much alike. Lauren. That's her name, Lauren. Okay, there they go. That thing right there is crazy. Lawrence. Y'all remember Lawrence from Real Housewives of Atlanta? Lawrence is a riot, y'all. He used to hang around Sheree all the time. Lawrence is funny as hell. All right, but Cynthia looks good right here. I love this whole ensemble, okay? Cynthia, she always serving face, so y'all got to give it to Cynthia. Cynthia gets on my fucking nerves, but and your man gay and all that. But you serving face right here, girl. I love it for you. Okay? Look at quad ass. The only one. Everybody's supposed to be wearing pink. You out here with this shit on. But shout out to look at Yandy. There's Yandy. That's a cute dress, Yandy. Okay. Yes, the girls are giving. The girls are giving. Okay. All right, what is this? All right, they playing some music, child. I ain't mad at it. Look at Lawrence. Look at Dr. Jackie. Okay, Dr. Jackie. All right. So the girls are outside. I don't know who that is, but they're all outside, honey. They look great. Cute colors, too. That's a nice picture. That's a nice picture. Cynthia, you done took over the picture, right? But they all look great. That's Lauren, Portia, and of course, Cynthia Bailey, child. All right. Come on through, Portia. Yes, honey. Surf face. Yes, girl. Okay. I ain't mad at it. They look great, right? Quad, child. Quad, that's the wrong pink. They did not tell you to wear that pink, okay? You lock your asses going to a wedding. Like, no. Okay. Yeah. So what do y'all think? The girls are girling, honey. The girls are girling. Look at Portia. All right. Yes. The girls are girling. They look great, right? So let's move along, honey. Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. So something else I had to show you guys, and then we're going to go. All right. So we got to talk about Kandi and Todd because I found something else on them, child. Lord God. I told you guys, Todd is asking and requesting equity in Kandi's house from the time that he and Kandi were married. Y'all know he and Kandi were married, child, 10, 12 years. And Todd feels that he deserves equity in the home, given that he's made repairs and paid bills and all of the things of the things. So he feels, in addition to trying to get some child support and all that from the damn kids and all that, Todd wants equity out of Kandi's house. What y'all think about that? I'm so sick of Todd. Todd, I'm tired of you, okay? I'm about to take my belt off on Todd. Let's get into this. According to the Real Estate Insight, let's get into it, child. Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker's divorce is officially getting ugly. All right. And said to not stay friends ugly. Said that like lawyers are about to eat ugly, right? They about to spend a lot of money for these damn attorneys because it's a hot ass mess. Todd ain't paying no bills over there. Kandi's still traveling and doing her. Todd out on dates and ain't helping with the damn kids and ain't paying his part of the bills and shit. And Kandi is tired. Now he's also asking for some damn equity out of Kandi's house. It's about to get ugly, y'all, because he feels he's been married to her for 10, 12 years. He feels he's entitled. So let's get into it. What's being reported, Todd is pushing for primary custody and trying to revisit parts of their prenup while this split plays out. Now, on top of that, the word going around is that he wants Kandi covering child expenses and he wants to just stay in the damn house. Y'all know he is staying in the guest house on Kandi's property, which is attached to the main house. All right, we're gonna look at pictures here in a second. All right, listen, now let's talk about that Atlanta home that Candy's tied to said that this isn't a cute little family house. It's a full-blown Atlanta mansion situation, the kind of place with enough bedrooms and bathrooms to avoid everyone for a week straight and still not run into each other. It's a nice home. Very nice home. So they said, so be real. In a divorce like this, who do you think walks away with the house? Of course, Candy. She purchased the house prior to Todd. Todd don't get shit, right? And it's also said in their prenup that once the divorce is finalized, he has 1 year to move the hell up out of that house. So he knows what he's doing, and he's taking full advantage of this prenuptial agreement that was signed very, very close to their wedding day, right? Y'all remember? All right, so they're saying who gets stuck paying for everything? I don't think Candy will be stuck paying for everything because she does share 2 children with Todd. He will, of course, probably have to pay child support unless, of course, they have to split custody, which I think he may go for that to avoid having to pay Candy any money because he doesn't feel that she is due any money, being the Candy child is worth 30-some-odd million dollars, right? Mm-hmm. But what do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? So Candy's house, this is what her house is listed as, okay? 1.6. This is the main house. Okay, let's go up. This is the main house. That's the guest house. This is where Todd is staying over here, where my mouse is moving. This is where Candy is staying. And then there's like a breezeway right here where these trees are that connects to the guest house. And then there's the guest house here. That's the one that has the indoor pool inside. Okay. So this is Candy's property that she purchased way years before she even met Todd, right? Before she even got with Todd. So she's had this house and this guest house for quite some time. This property is gated, very, very nice upscale. It's not in the greatest neighborhood, but she got a very nice deal for it for these 2 houses, right? It's 2 mansions on 1 property. So shout out to Candy for being smart in purchasing this property. But Todd has moved out of the main house, which is here, and over here in this house where Candy said he's not paying shit, okay, in the guest house with the indoor pool and all that shit. So she can't put him out, of course, because according to the prenup, he gets to stay until their divorce is finalized, which he keeps filing motions and shit, keep pushing the date and everything back. Todd knows exactly what he's doing. Y'all know he sold his apartment in New York, so he don't really have anywhere else to go right now, unless he's looking for somewhere. I don't know, but for right now, he is still staying on Candy's property. But after divorce is finalized, according to the divorce, he does have 1 year to move out of Candy's house. Can y'all imagine? With them going through what they're going through now, and they still got to wait until even 12 months after their divorce is finalized. If Candy wants to move on, date, do her thing, this ass is across the breezeway in her house. I would not still want him in my property. Like, I would have agreed to that. I would have been like, nah, you got to get the hell out right now. Like 12 months, that's too long. 1 day is too long for me, right? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, it was a foreclosure. I remember that on the show. So she got a nice little deal on. That's a nice property, though. So shout out to Candy. What do y'all think? 1.6 million, that is Candy Burris' property. This is where Todd is currently residing until all of this shit is finalized. Prayers up for Candy. That has to be hard for her, though, right? All right, last topic. Then we go get out of here, honey. Angel Macy, who is from Angel Macy from Real Housewives of Potomac. She has decided to step away from the show after only 1 season, and she has made her declaration of that. We're going to read it here. The girls ran her way, honey. It was too much of the fighting, too much of them in her business, too much of everything on the show. She just couldn't take it no more. So she has decided, honey, to step away from Real Housewives of Potomac. I mean, Angel, I like you a little bit, baby, but you really won't give a shit anyway. I'm just going to say it. So it's great that you're stepping away. I didn't feel like she fit in the circle of girls that are on the show because y'all know they like this, honey. You got to be like this to be on that show, as well as Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's why Kim Fields didn't make it on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because she didn't have none of that in her. You got to be able to claw, honey, and clap back when you be on these shows. And Angel just didn't have it. She was too conservative. She was too laid back. The girls were eating her up in every scene, and she couldn't take it. So she says, let's get into what she says. I've decided to step away from the Real Housewives of Potomac. I came into this experience being my full authentic self, and unfortunately, that wasn't always received the way it deserved to be. It's exhausting constantly having to defend your character, your success, and your intentions when you know what you bring to the table. Now, I'm proud that I stayed true to who I am, even when it wasn't easy. I truly wish the show and the ladies the best, but I owe it to myself to be in spaces where I'm valued properly. That's very well written. Okay, so she ain't blaming nobody. She ain't with it. That was very professional of her to step away. If that's what she felt she needed to do, it's not for, real reality TV is not for everybody. You definitely have to have tough skin, and it gives that. She was very much so bothered when people like read her down or said something that she didn't like. She really took it to heart, and she couldn't get past it. Just from the few episodes that I've seen, she couldn't get past certain things, and they would be moved on to something else. She would still be mad about over here. But when you're in reality TV, baby, you got to be able to move how they move. You got to be able to move in a room full of vultures. You got to be able to take some shit, take a lick, and keep sticking, and read some bitches back and get them up off you. If you don't know how to do that, you ain't gonna make it, right? It's a dog-eat-dog world on reality TV, baby. So if you can't do that, respectfully step away, and that's what she's done. So if you guys were fans of Angel Massey, you will not see her next season because she has declared she will not be back. All right. That is the end of our show. I hope you guys enjoyed it, okay? I hope y'all... Oh, it's one more thing I want to show y'all that I dug up. We're talking about Jennifer Williams, y'all. This is her wedding picture to Eric Williams. I said, just looking at this picture, a picture tells 1,000 words, right? Why does it seem like there was some type of distance all the way? It just didn't give like, oh my God, this is my wedding day. I don't see blissful wedding when I see this picture, right? This is her mom. And I think this is her dad as well. She was very close to her mom. Y'all know her mom passed away. But y'all remember Eric with the big lump on his head, Eric Williams, that threw the drink in her face. This is their wedding day. This was back in 2007 when she and Eric got married. But I was looking at this picture. I said, damn, they don't... It just looks like they're there. Eric don't look like he's happy. Like he ain't showing her like no affection. He ain't got his arm around her like he, body language. The body language is like, you stay over there, I'm here. Eric looks a mess. Eric was ugly back then, won't he? Jennifer, you married this man for money. I'm sorry. You married him for money. And I hope you ain't let him go down on you, girl. That's probably why you can't have no kids, because he done, yeah, he done tied your tubes down there, girl. If you let that man go down with them teeth, if you let Eric go down there on you with them teeth right there, girl, he done tied your tubes down there. But yeah, Eric was ugly back then. Jennifer, she looks the same. She looks a little younger, okay? But that's her mom. Rest in peace to her. She did pass away. Dress was cute. It gets real promy. But this was them in 2007 when she and Eric got married. You see, she's holding on to him. He's just like, okay. What do y'all think about that? Girl, okay. Oh no, girl, I hope you didn't let Eric go down there on you. The wedding night, child. If he went down there on the wedding night, girl, I see why you ain't had no kids. Yeah, I can see. Okay, but what do you think? That's Jennifer Williams, child. Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives. All right, with her ugly ass ex-husband Eric Williams. All right, and that's Shannon. Okay, with Jarvis Butts. Okay, but y'all know she's smaller now because she done got on that damn Ozempic with her big wide back ass, bowling ball head ass. I hope she go to jail. But that's it for my show, guys. Thank y'all for joining. What? Thank y'all to my top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and Truth TV podcast. Thank y'all so much for doing an awesome day. Awesome job of modding. Okay, what is wrong with me? All right, thank you to all of my Caramelians. Thank you to all of my content creators that stopped by here as well. I appreciate you all for supporting the video. And thank you to everyone in the bushes as well. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for the haters. Thank you haters for being here as well. Because views do matter like Black lives. I love you guys for that. Okay. So continue to come over and hate and watch me because you running the numbers up. I really love that for you. But thank you guys. Yes, her big back ass. Okay, your buffet eating ass. You burnt bologna eating biatch. Yes, I said that about her. Shannon. Come for me, and I'm gonna eat your ass up like piranhas. But thank you guys for being here. Happy Friday to everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will be back. Okay. Yes, her bald-headed ass. Yes, I will be back. So y'all keep your notifications on. I'm off today, so I'll be popping in and out over here on the Camera Rail Show as well as Rail's World. Okay. So y'all keep your notifications on so you guys will know where I am. Love you guys down. Enjoy your Friday. Until the next video. Bye.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by